All right, we're checking out Drakkon World Builder today. A comprehensive tool for creating a tabletop world, basically, is what's going on here. This is only $3 over here on Steam. And like Asgar's or a couple other world builders we've done, this is a similar thing. It has almost like JRPG kind of look to it. There's a lot of things you can get here that is also in like Asgar's and all those, but there's a couple things that are kind of interesting. We'll check that out as we get in here. So let's go and see what Drakkon can do. It's been here for a year now by Electric Falcon. I think it's just one person, but I'm not entirely sure. But we'll see. I like looking at these world building things. So as you come in, we can randomize a map, and we got ourselves a world here. There's our world, and in each world, it gives us like towns and different points of interest around each town. So it sort of sits like a setting up for you. By the way, this is the Stellaris music playing in the background because there's no music here. One thing that this one sort of like focuses on, I would say, and the Steam page seems to allude to that, is like single player, like if you're doing like solo play tabletop stuff, because it has a dice roller in there. It has an oracle, so like, what are the chances that this dragon chews my face off? Very likely. No, but something you thought was fact was actually wrong, and so it has a lot of those little things in there. To sort of do some solo things, and yeah, we'll get to the 3D view in a second. It's very cool. So anyway, let's start out. Let's clear it out, and we'll do a blank map, and we'll sort of fiddle with things after that. We can come in here and do, is it this one? We can change like what our map looks like, which doesn't show much since we've got only water. But let me go and do some drawing, and we'll just make a little island, and then we'll put some markers down, and we'll see what we can make. So we'll go, I want to go here, and we'll go do, like, we'll just do grass for now. Grass. We're going to make, actually, let me randomize a small world. Can I do a blank small world? There we go. Okay, and we'll do, ooh, that's big. Let's do a little bigger. That's better. Okay, island. Let's go and get some sand. We'll sort of paint around here. That sand looks kind of funny, but if you're thinking, that's kind of a weird color, well, we can fix that. We'll just sand all around here. Oh, the Stellaris music is good stuff. Something like that. We'll add in some trees. Let's paint some trees in here. This is very, like, almost SNES graphics. I like it. And then we can go and do tall grass, different grass. And there's grass number 3. Look at all those grasses. We can do some mountains. Let's do some mountains, like, here. Yeah. Very classy looking mountains. And so we can do things like, well, we'll do a river real quick. We'll do a path also. Also, I heard a scream. And, well, I had some, what do I want to tell? Well, okay, so this father and son walk out, standing over a large field. This epic music is perfect for this joke. Standing out of the field, and the father puts his arm over his son and says, "Son, when I die, all you see before you will be yours." The son looks at his dad and says, But Dad, I'm blind." He says, "Yep, we're poor." So that was really dumb. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize a little bit. We're going to put a river in here. Bloop. Down like that. Let's put in like a little lake. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Let's try something else out. I want to go in and go into the points of interest, which is that one, a map marker. I'm sorry. They're not all winners. Okay. Some of them are bad. Let's go and get let's put a town in. Bloop. Town. We're going to call this town, Lake Town. We're going to call it. We can come in here if we have like actually, I pulled up a PNG, and it was the map that I pulled up. And so you can still add your points of interest in there. So that's kind of nice. It doesn't like change anything. Create mark. There we go. We have Lake Town. There it is. Bottom of the barrel. Yeah, I know. In Lake Town, let's click on Lake Town. Lake Town has, there it is, Lake Town, has an oligarchy. Very unlikely that there's danger in Lake Town. All the different adventure hooks that you can have here. Andy wants to enchant the lake. Also wants to enchant a chest of silver. Wants to enchant all kinds. Also wants to trick a panther. There's a lot of random things in here. This is the notable inhabitants that live in Lake Town. Is automatically done in there. If you want more, you can come in here and you can edit. And you can change things. You can say, Lake Town, maybe it should be, maybe we need another threat. There's a flying snake in Lake Town. We want another adventure hook. Ophelia wants to track a Tyrannosaurus Rex, because they're all over Lake Town. And you can change them if you want to change it. You want to type it out, something different. Nook wants better jokes. There's your adventure hook. Go find Nook better jokes. And they're instantly saved in there. To change the icon of... we can change the town icon up here. And you can see, was there any threats? Yeah, flying snake. There's different adjectives. This is a besieged, regulated, well-defended town. What factions are living here, the description of the town, which I could have set up when I put it in there. And what the government is, we can put it in that town. But that's not it. So we can see Lake Town over here. Lake Town is great. Actually, let me do this with something else. So we're gonna put a point of interest in. Let's go get a... Oh, not like that. Not like that. Yeah. Let's put in a dungeon. How about a crypt? There's always a crypt nearby. A crypt in the mountains. Right there. Actually, be better. Is there maybe a cave? A cave. Yeah, right there. Right there. The name of this cave is just called... it's called the Cave of Doom. Create that mark. Bloop. Cave of Doom is right there. Is there a little path to the Cave of Doom? Of course. So here's a little path and go like, I gotta hit painting, and then like that. There's a little path going to the Cave of Doom. We can make a path going to another town down the way if we want. But then we can go in here and we can click on the Cave of Doom, and we can see the Cave of Doom. This is sort of the outside of the Cave of Doom. This is the only one you have. Actually, I'll show you this if we go to Lake Town and click on that. That's Lake Town, and those are the people of interest are here, but it's just the one. I guess I don't know if you can change this picture. It seems like you should be able to change this to sorry, I wasn't cutting off some of the screen here. Change this to some of actually like a town. But there you go. That's not, I guess, not complete, I guess. And let's go look at that cave and something you can do here. And that is here. And so ideally, I guess if you're like a DM or if you're playing like a solo thing, you can have it kind of all here. And yes, you can put trees. I saw that. Sorry, you can put trees on the water. Yeah, it just makes it ground underneath it. Yeah. We can edit the Cave of Doom. What's about it? All that kind of stuff. What's there? What threats are there? There's goblins and gray oozes and giant bats. Let's take a look at the Cave of Doom. It hasn't generated a point of interest yet. It'll do it eventually. But if we say, look, we've got a roguelike style of thing, we can click on it and kind of expand this thing out if we want. We can auto-expand it to create a dungeon. Look, there's a small monster in there. There's a library with lava fissures. There's a sleeping chamber with a rushing waterway. And it sort of randomizes all this stuff for you. Save that. Yep, saved. And let's say we have a bunch of little places. We can come in here and well, let's do one more thing. Yeah, and a rabbit, a white rabbit. Yeah. Let's put in a monument. It's gonna sit right here. Monument's gonna be called Praise Untinity. Create that mark. There we go. Untinity. Excellent. The same thing with this. Nothing's there, but if we wanted to add things in, we could do that. We can come in here and edit. We can add in... Actually, we can add NPCs. Oh, Elias, the goblin, married with kids, time traveler, Itchy. He's there. We what kind of adventure hook? Someone's trying to retrieve a bewildering artifact. It's all randomized, There's not like any sense to it, really. But there's a big snake there. There's always snakes. And then we can do same thing. We can come in here and we can see the place. And we can come in, we can bulk generate, and it'll generate all the places we'll give. So Lake Town and the monument has now been generated a monument. I actually didn't do it. Yeah. Okay. And then auto expand. There we go. So there's our monument. There's what's underneath the monument, the pantry with a burning skull. Perfect. We'll save that one. And then we should be able to go here and then see that it has added one in. If we wanted something underneath, I don't know, storage room with spinning blades under the butcher, I don't know. But there's your town. Now, this is kind of standard for building a world, right? Nothing too out of the ordinary here. There's plenty of free things out there that do the same thing. This one, as we saw before, has this sort of like solo play thing that you can add in there. It also has, like, say you need like little helpful things. What's the weather today? Clear skies. Oops. What's the treasure? You got a treasure map. Give me an NPC. Give me a dungeon map. Give me an adventure hook, and it sort of throws all this stuff at you if you want. And just for quick guidance. And then, of course, there's a dice roller. We can go in and we can go into 3D mode. Yeah. Welcome to my map. And so, like old-timey Bard's Tale or something, we can walk around here and we can kind of go and visit. Where's my town at? There it is. There's Lake Town. Let's go visit Lake Town. There's Lake Town. If I'd set it up better, we could actually see. There's Lake Town. We can go visit all the different people in Lake Town. We can go down into the dungeons, but this isn't really a proper dungeon. Let's go visit the real dungeon. Let's go to the statue over here. Venture on over this way, and we can see the Preso Tinti Monument. There it is. There's that goblin, married with kids. The time-traveling goblin with kids. Raised by a single father, grew up as a noble, who used to be a reeve. I don't know what a reeve is, but he used to be one. Is that like a bounty hunter, marshal kind of thing? Is that what a reeve is? Anyway, we're going to go down to the dungeon. Welcome to the dungeon. There's a pantry with torture implements here. Nice. What is that? Mystery. Oh, that's our stairs back out. Whoops. Get back down there. Reeve is like a sheriff, magistrate. We can go venture around our dungeon that we randomly generated. Hello, Harley. We can kind of visit our place. Look, I guess there's torches. I mean, it's pretty bare bones. But it's not. Oh, look, there's our guy. It's not there to make a. We can go to the dice roller and we can like roll whatever. There's our thing. Did we kill the goblin? I'm gonna say it's unlikely. No, but something happened that changed the physical environment, or if you want to add some of those in. But yeah, it's pretty. It's different, and I think I could see this being geared more towards. How do we get this? This way. I could see it being geared more towards. Let's do a random map, like solo. Like you can do a lot of RPGs. You can do solo. Like Shadow Dark is one. There's a bunch of them out there where they have like a solo version of the game, and I could see this being very neat for that because you generate your map. Find yourself a home. We live in Moselle, and you can go to Moselle. You can see Moselle has some folks laying in Moselle. There's Tabby, the human officer, stubborn human officer. We got Christina. There's a dungeon down here. There's a big dungeon down here, and this has all been generated automatically for us. That's a big one. And you can also play with this, so you can properly map out for yourself rather than seeing everything. Yeah, it's a neat tool. Look, there's Needville. Imagine living in Needville. Always whining about things. Give me this. I need this. And of course, you can change all this stuff if you want to. But yeah, and I was going to show you. So there's our map. One last thing. We can go in, and I sort of showed the map, the water changing. But we can change the different styles. So this is sort of the default one. I think what we were on there. So there's different colors. Kind of change the scheme. All the sprites are the same, but there's like whatever. Greenland and then Sci-Fi Land. Battery saver. Oh, interesting. And there are the labels we can put down or not. Yeah. But anyway, that's about all there is to it. You can adjust all this stuff if you want. Like, we want a big world. We want a wide world. How many points of interest there are. How many towns there are. How many roads there are. How many adventure hooks there are. Lots of rivers. More dungeons. Randomize that map. Hey, thanks, Scarod. And there we go. Now we got ourselves a giant map. In each of these places, we didn't add a whole lot of points of interest. Maybe we should have a few more. Isabella Glen over there. There we go. A little more exciting. So we can go live over here in, where's the town at over here? Laferia. And then Laferia. I don't know if any of these... So Jesse wants to look like a swarm of ravens. I don't know what's wrong with Jesse. Something's wrong with Jesse. I think if I come in here and I add an adventure hook. So Neela wants to destroy McAllisburg. Is McAllisburg actually... on here? Can I find... Oh, yeah, McCallsburg. There it is. Okay, so if you generate... Are these all like that? So, Rosendo wants to investigate Riverhead Tomb. There it is. Wants to slay a troll, antique armor. Wants to explore Riverhead Tomb. Okay, cool. So they do actually match up. Neat. The ones that have towns anyway, so you'll get your quests. Me another town, Milesville. Apparently there's a satyr living there. Wants to frame Prue Boar, an NPC. You want to frame them? What does that mean? The single huge loyal horrid raised by a strict ruler grew up comfort. The poor gnome? Oh yeah, I forgot this. So it has all these stats in here. So there's a gnome. There's gnome stats. If you find yourself near a dragon, there's dragon stats. There's a drow. They're all in here, and it gives you all the stats and everything. That I guess it's just sort of. Those look like 5e. Yeah. It's your own devil. And so if you come to a place like the Holton Ravine, and you find Timothus wants to destroy a curious doll. Don't know where that doll is. Try to see if I can find a like a monster we can look at. There's a goblin boss. Now some of them work, some of them don't work. Is there different factions? No, that's me to the wrong one. That's me to a dragon. So there's a dark mantles in there. Wants to sneak up on Solomon, which is this guy right here, the faceless one. The faceless gnome. Faceless circus gnome. Alright. They aren't in here. Question marks I think are traps. Oh, traps, treasure, that kind of stuff is hidden from us because they're supposed to, if you're playing this like a single player thing, then yeah, there you go. But yeah, anyway, I love this kind of map stuff. Thought I'd show this one off because it's neat, it's cheap, and it is still in development. And there's a Discord if you want to chat with a dev and all that. I like this kind of stuff. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna see if I can enter. Just give me a bunch of adventure hooks. So you want to go live near Bluemont Tavern. You want to explore the dam. You want to bury a succubus. That's a weird want. But you want to go to the tavern. Right there. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Anyway. Oh, search for a doll. Did it? It's Dola. No. It does do NPCs, if we find NPCs in here. Yeah. It seems like everyone, whenever they want something, frame Tarny Cash. Tarny Cash seems to usually live in this town. And I think these are sort of random, like the ones where it's like gold tiara, teleport to an ancient brass dragon. Is there a brass dragon? No. Those don't show up. Oh, hey. Napanee Dragon Roost. Hey, there's a dragon there. Apparently the old Alida, the troll diplomat, blind as well. Grew up comfortably, unlike that dad joke. Used to be a wizard. A troll wizard. Now apparently he's a dragon living there. Anyway, now we can call it. So yeah, this is Drakkon World Builder. Of course, you can save these things as I think it saves as a PNG. Yep, and you can pull up PNGs as well and load them just basically as an image, and then you can add these points of interest on them, on that map. But there you go. There is Drakkon World Builder. Lets you roleplay solo. Yeah, or with friends. Well, mine didn't look like that. That's cool. I wonder if there was an option to shift the look of that. That's pretty neat. Better looking than what mine was. Oh, combat. Yeah, there was a combat tracker. I didn't mess with that, but there's a combat tracker. If you are playing this and using it. There's what mine looked like. And then there's the 3D mode. Yeah, there it is. My electric falcon.